Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Nomadic Sage. Now this is going to be a side video where I'll discuss the devaluation by IDFC First Bank, and particularly I'll be focusing on the wealth credit card. Now they have done devaluation on almost all of their credit cards, like their lifetime free cards like Wealth, Select, Millennia, as well as their paid cards like Club Vistara, Power Plus and all of those. Now, I'll be focusing primarily on the wealth credit card because of two reasons. First, because I have first-hand experience of using this card. I have this card, I use it a lot, and that puts me in a position to talk about this devaluation from a personal perspective. Secondly, this card gives you golf benefits, and because I also use those golf benefits, and I have made a lot of videos on the golf benefit of this card, so it makes me in a better position to talk about this devaluation from someone who utilizes the golf benefits. So let's go ahead and take a look at this devaluation. Now this is the document by IDFC which describe the devaluation that will be taking place on the wealth credit card. So let's just go ahead and look at it. So here in this table they have given us the entire criteria which is being revised from 1st May 2024. So here you can see that first of all the biggest devaluation is the removal of 6x points on the online spends. Now both online and offline spends will only get 3x points. So this is a really big hit on this card. However, what they have done is they have revised the 10x criteria from 30,000 to 20,000, which is somewhat good, I would say. But again, we'll take a look at the calculations in the later part of this video. Now, one of the biggest hit on this card is actually per rupees spent for points. Now earlier you would get points based on 100 rupees spent. So if you did an offline transaction which meant 3x points, so you would get 3 points for 100 rupees spent. Now that have been revised to 150 rupees, which means both for offline and online spend you will need to spend 150 rupees to get that 3x points, which again lower down the value of the returns. And again we'll take a look at that in the calculations. Now I'm going to skim over the other devaluations very quickly. So firstly we would get 50 rupees off on the second ticket if we book a movie ticket from Paytm movies. That had been revised to 250 rupees. Really bad in my opinion. I use this benefit a lot. Now again a really big hit again is devaluations in the lounge and the spa. So earlier we would have 4 complimentary visits to domestic lounge, international lounge and airport spas, which was shared across for per quarter. But now there is a 2 complimentary visit cap for the domestic, and then we have 2 complimentary visit cap for international lounges. I believe you can only share these. So if you had let's say you unlock the lounges, then you can only take one spa and one domestic lounge per quarter. This is what I understand from this criteria, because they have said airport spas and lounge per quarter, and they have capped it to 2. Another big downfall of this card is the 20,000 spend criteria. So you need to spend 20,000 rupees in a calendar month. You can see that it's a calendar month to unlock this benefit. And then again these 2 complimentary visits in domestic and 2 complimentary visits internationally will only be applicable per quarter. Rent, property management fees, they have put in an minimum transaction. Again, all of these I will not go into this, but there is no mention of golf benefits. So I'm not sure if golf benefit is being removed or not, but I'm assuming that the golf benefit will continue as it is. So if you don't know, then for golf, if you spend 20,000 rupees in this card, you will get one golf benefit. And if you spend 40,000, then you get two golf benefits. Now after 40,000, you don't get any additional golf benefit, but those were the criteria for golf. Now here are some of the calculations on this card, and this is something that I have calculated for someone who will use the golf benefit on this card. And I am also assuming that this benefit, the golf benefit, will continue, but don't take my word for it. I have been wrong in the past, so let's just hope that the golf benefit doesn't go anywhere. Now, if we take 20,000, 40,000 spends on this card, currently what will we get? For, let's say, if I spend 10,000 rupees online, then at 6x I would get 600 points. And let's say I spend 10,000 on offline spend. So at 3x I would get 300 points. So a total of 900 points. This is just for illustration purpose. We can extract a value of 225 rupees, which is 1.13% value back from 20,000 rupees spent on this card. And if that unlocks a golf benefit, then I also get a golf lesson. So I'm assuming that I'm taking a golf lesson. So let's say in a month you go for one golf lesson, and that is what, 2,000 rupees. So you get a total value back of 2,225 rupees currently, and that will give me a value benefit of 11.13%. So this is somewhat good in my opinion, because with points you just don't get that much of a value, but golf kind of make up for it. But now after devaluation, for the same spends, we would get only 400 points, because remember that on both online and offline spend we will only get 3x points. So 200 points equal 400 points, which will be equal to 100 rupees and a value of 0.5% only on 20,000 spent. But now if I take the golf lesson into account, then my return will become 2,100, which is about 10.5%. So again, yeah, this is a big devaluation, particularly in terms of the points. We don't get enough value from the spends. But with golf, you can just increase your value back. Now let's look at 40,000 rupees spent. So let's assume that online our 10,000 rupees spent is still the same, and offline, let's say I spent 30,000, and this will effectively give me a value back of 1.38%. Why? Because after 30,000 I would get 10x points on the remaining 10,000 rupees spent. So I'll get 2,200 points, which are equal to 550 rupees. So after devaluation, this will decrease. Firstly, my online and offline spend will be capped at 3x, and I will earn 10x points after 20,000. So now I am making up 1,733 points. So that will give me a benefit of 433 rupees, and that will be equal to 1.08% value back. Now this is a significant decrease from 1.38 to 1.08. So this is quite a devaluation, talking in purely in terms of points. But with 40,000 you will unlock two golf lessons. So I'm taking the value as 4,000 rupees, and this will give me pre-devaluation I'll get 11.38% value back, and after devaluation I'm getting 4,433 rupees value back, and that will be 11.08%. And again, this is somewhat of a devaluation, but if the golf benefit persists, then we could still use this card for golf benefits. So that is my entire calculation on this card. Now if you ask about my opinion on this card, I will still keep it because it's a lifetime free card, and if it continues to give me golf benefit, then I may use it for 20,000 spend or something like that, get the golf benefit, and just be done with this card, which has been my strategy with this card since the beginning. I would just use this card till I unlock the golf benefits, then I would stop using this card for that month. And now if the golf benefit continues, then I'll only use this card for golf benefit as well. But effectively the lounge benefits have been decreased a lot, the movie benefit has been decreased a lot, so it seems like this card isn't that much worth it. And one more point that everyone should keep in mind while using this card is the opportunity cost of using this card. If you use something else instead of the wealth card, let's say if you have an HDFC card or some other card, then what benefits are you getting on that card? So you need to keep into account those things as well. If you do not have any card which has golf benefit, then I would suggest that yes, you can continue to use this card for the golf benefit. As soon as you unlock the golf benefit, stop using this card. It is not worth it above the golf benefits. So that was my opinion on this card, guys. If you agree with me, then please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on this devaluation and this credit card. And if you haven't seen my previous video on golf benefits and how to book golf that you unlock from this card, you can check out those videos as well. And once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.